Justin Bieber was seen for the first time since his wife Hailey's terrifying health scare last week as he boarded a private plane out of Los Angeles and headed to the Salt Lake City leg of his Purpose World Tour on Sunday afternoon. The 28-year-old singer sported a vibrant red sweatsuit with a massive yellow smiling face across the front from his Drew House brand as he stepped out of a black SUV and onto the tarmac. Justin appeared to be tense boarding the flight as it was reported he would not leave Hailey's side during her traumatic ordeal, and was crying and saying that he can't lose her, that whatever it takes, he wanted the best medical treatment available after she was hospitalized for a small blood clot in her brain which gave her stroke-like symptoms. In addition, Justin is probably more traumatized than even she is, as People sources said. When it happened, there was a lot of panic. Justin was crying, because you don't expect your young wife to have symptoms that resemble a stroke. Justin texted everyone he knew and asked everyone to pray for her, and he never left her side. The sorry singer kept the hood of his sweatshirt over his head as he made his way to the private plane for the nearly 2-hour flight to Utah for his show at the Vivint Arena. He carried his iPhone in one hand and wore a pair of white trainers with matching socks while peaks of a beige t-shirt peered out from underneath his sweater. Justin recently recovered from a bout of COVID-19 where he was forced to reschedule a few dates of his tour, his first major set of performances since ending the Purpose World Tour in 2017. Hailey revealed she was hospitalized last week in Palm Springs following stroke-like symptoms, and found out she actually suffered a small blood clot. Sources told People magazine that Justin has been worried sick about his wife despite her pleas for him to stay as stress-free as possible as she recovers from the incident. Hailey doesn't want anyone to worry about her, but it was a terrifying situation for both of them, the insider said. Justin is still very worried. He can barely sleep. He stays up watching her while she rests. The insider added, he would have done anything to help her. It was a moment for them both to be reminded about mortality, and focusing on what really matters. He realizes, and is telling people around him, how much Hailey is his rock, and how she saved him from a dark time, and that he needs to appreciate her every day. He's going to keep an eye on her and help her however he can. And he has everyone around him praying for her continued good health. It shook him up. Hailey detailed the ordeal online in a lengthy Instagram post. On Thursday morning, I was sitting at breakfast with my husband when I started having stroke-like symptoms and was taken to the hospital. They found I had suffered a very small blood clot to my brain, which caused a small lack of oxygen, but my body had passed it on its own and I recovered completely within a few hours. She added, although this was definitely one of the scariest moments I've ever been through, I'm home now and doing well, and am so grateful and thankful to all the amazing doctors and nurses who took care of me. Thank you to everyone who has reached out with well wishes and concern, and for all the support and love. According to sources close to her, Hailey's medical condition was affecting her movement in some way, and they shared that she had undergone tests to find the origin of her illness. Doctors were concerned that her symptoms might have been related to COVID-19 since Justin had been diagnosed with the virus earlier in March, but no conclusive evidence could be established.